Hello everyone, Yonstar here, and I love collecting things. Games, books, music. I probably got this from my dad. He has over 2,000 records and counting. He loves collecting stuff. And since I like anime characters, I like collecting anime figures. Now, if you're familiar with anime figures, then you know that Hatsune Miku has a million figures. Luckily, I'm a huge Vocaloid fan. I would always look up images of Miku figures and made photo albums with my favorites. We never had much money though, so I could only dream of having Miku figures. But in 2021, I discovered my figure collection and prize figures, which are cheaper than scale figures. I found out about Ami Ami, so I would just look at their Miku figures until I could convince my dad to buy me one. As a side note, I'm not being sponsored by any of these companies. My first anime figure was the 2020 Christmas Miku from Sega, which was about $30. I like this figure a lot, even if it took me a year to figure out how to use the supports. The next figures I got were from my sister, a limited Taito Red Riding Hood Miku, and the Furyu Summer Festival Miku and Rascal. She tossed them into her buy order for me. The next year, after we moved to Texas, I saw the Taito Second Winter Miku on Ami Ami and begged my dad for it. Since there are 4 of the second season figures, I kept my eye out for the rest of the set. A few months later, I saw the second Autumn Miku on Solaris Japan. I'd never used Solaris, so the $30 shipping really surprised me. I wish I'd waited to find it on another site for cheaper, but I love the figure itself. Halloween is my favorite holiday. A month later, I saw the second Spring Miku on Mercari Japan, which was not only a hard figure to find, but one of my dream figures. I had some of my own money at the time, so this was the first thing I ever bought with my own money. Then a month after that, I saw the second Summer on Tokyo Otaku Mode, so I asked my dad again so I could complete my set. The last figure I got that year was the first Buy Cute Bunnies Miku. I was very impressed by how big of a figure it is, and the real tights. I got her from Big Bad Toy Store, which has $4 flat shipping, so that was nice. All the figures I've gotten since then are from there. For Christmas 2023, I got the third Spring Miku. She wouldn't fully go on the base, so my sister tried helping me get her all the way on, and the base cracked. Her hair is also a bit flimsy. This figure was a bit disappointing, which I hate saying because I loved her concept and she was a Christmas present. I got the third Autumn Miku for my birthday the next year, which was a much better figure. The last figure I've gotten so far is the third Summer Miku, which was for my last birthday. I love all the different textures on this one, like how smooth or floaty is. I asked for another Buy Cute Bunny for Christmas, but since I'm making this before Christmas, I don't know if I'll get it. Most of my list was Delta in Focus, so I don't know. You might have noticed that all my figures are Miku figures, and that's just because I love Miku and there are so many cheaper figures. I am trying to limit myself though, because there's hundreds of Miku prize figures and I don't want to overdo it. I also don't have a ton of room, but I still love looking at the figures I want. Now let's go over my personal rules for collecting anime figures. 1, I have to know the material. If I haven't seen the show, read the manga, seen the game, etc., then I can't get it. 2, no recolors. Some figures get released with multiple colors or small differences, and even if I like all the different versions, I have to put my foot down. I don't need 3 different versions of the same figure. 3, I'm not going for original characters. There's so many lovely original characters, so I have to limit myself. I might break this rule in the future though, for a couple exceptions. And 4, no 18 plus figures. Again, there are so many that I like, but I live with my family and wouldn't be able to display them. They're also very expensive, so there's that. Now let's look at what figures I have my eyes on. Obviously, I want the third Winter Miku to complete my collection. I do like the first season Mikus, but that's 4 more figures and I don't have a ton of room right now. Maybe I should get a bookshelf. When the Sai Miku pop-up parade was announced, I asked my sister if she would get it for me, but then I forgot about it while it was on pre-order and I didn't remind her, so I probably won't get it. I've also been keeping my eye out for some Sakura Mikus. I do want some figures that aren't Miku too. Maybe some other vocal synths, Fate, Pokemon, Madoka, Toho, Needy Streamer Overload. There's just more Mikus that I want than anything else. Half of my figure wishlist is Miku, and she's so readily available. My most wanted figures are usually either beautiful and elaborate, and/or a waifu that doesn't get a ton of figures. All the Calne CA figures are some of my most wanted. That's my wife right there. I'm pretty happy with my collection so far. And I better be with how expensive this hobby has gotten. Like every hobby, really. Anime figures make me happy, but I do worry that it'll get too expensive for me to get anymore, especially since they have to be imported from other countries. Anyway, what are your favorite anime figures? See you later. Bye.